You know that feeling when you're trying to get better at chess, but you're just lost? Like, what should I even be studying right now? We've all been there. Well, today we're diving into a tool that's built to solve exactly that problem. It's called Rating Target, and it's basically your personal GPS for chess improvement.
Yeah, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Do you just grind more games? Do 1,000 puzzles? Grab some random book off the shelf and hope for the best? It can feel like you're just wandering around in the dark. But what if someone just turned on the lights?
And that's exactly the idea behind Rating Target. This isn't just another library of videos or lessons. No, this is a system that looks at where you are right now, asks you where you want to go, and then literally draws you a map to get there. It's all about you. All right, so here's our game plan for breaking this thing down. First, we'll look at the big picture, the roadmap itself. Then, how to get set up. After that, we'll dive into the course study loop, check out its awesome practice feature, and finally, see how you can track your progress. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, the roadmap. How in the world does this system create a custom plan just for you? Well, it all starts with a really simple but powerful idea. Not all chess advice is good for all players. The whole system is organized into what it calls rating bands. So whether you're a 1,000 rated player just starting out or you pushing for 1,800, the material it gives you, the strategy, the tactics, all of it is designed specifically for that level. The bottom line, no more wasting time on stuff that's way too hard or way too easy. So let's talk about getting started. How do you set your course? You'll be happy to hear it is ridiculously easy. The whole point is to get you learning, not stuck in some complicated setup menu. And when I say easy, I mean it. It's pretty much just 3 clicks. You pop in your username for Lichess and chess.com, and boom, the system automatically syncs up your current ratings. It finds your starting line for you. All you have to do is pick the rating you're aiming for. That's literally it. And this is where it all comes together. The second you click on that target rating, the system just builds out your entire personalized curriculum. It lays out every single thing you need to work on to make that next big leap. All right, now for the main event, the study and learn loop. This is the real engine of the platform, and it's so much more than just a simple checklist of topics to read. And just look at the kind of stuff that's in here. We're talking deep dives into strategy, positional play, tactics, but it doesn't stop there. You get hand-picked book recommendations, lessons on chess history, and even material focused on the mental side of the game. It's the whole shebang, all tailored to your level. You know, this really nails the difference. The old way is you read a chapter in a book and just hope it sticks. Here, you learn a concept and then you immediately jump into interactive master games that show that exact idea in action. You can click through, explore variations, even add your own notes. You're doing, not just reading. Oh, and about those book recommendations, super convenient. If the system suggests a great book on, say, rook endgames, and you think, I want that, there's a link right there to go buy it. It makes building out your own chess library incredibly easy. Okay, this is a question we all struggle with, right? It's one thing to understand a concept while you're looking at it, but how do you make it actually stick in your brain so you can use it a week from now? And here is the simple, brilliant answer. Quizzes. After you finish a lesson, you get a quiz that's built directly from the material you just covered. It forces your brain to recall the information and apply it, which is exactly what locks it into your long-term memory. Okay, get ready, because this next feature is what some have called the most powerful and, honestly, kind of insane part of the whole platform. This is all about closing the gap between knowing what to do and actually being able to do it over the board. That's the name of the game right here, taking all that cool theory and all those concepts you've been learning and turning them into real, practical skills that you can whip out in your own games. So you'll be practicing against a built-in computer engine. And what's great is that you can perfectly tailor the challenge. With 8 different difficulty levels, you can find that perfect sweet spot where it's tough enough to test you, but not so brutal that you just get crushed. Now this is the secret sauce. The system doesn't just give you a random position to play. It drops you right into a key, critical moment from one of the very games you just studied. You're put on the spot and forced to use the exact skill you were learning. It is targeted practice at its absolute best. And you can see why someone would say that, right? You learn the theory, you see it in action, you get quizzed on it, and then you have to execute it against a computer from the exact same positions. It covers all the bases. There are no gaps.
Of course, putting in all that hard work is great, but it's way more rewarding when you can actually see the progress you're making. So, this final piece of the puzzle is all about tracking and visualizing your journey.
I love this because it creates this really clear and satisfying feedback loop. You do the work, you get a reward. It's that simple. Complete a study module, boom, you earn a skill badge. Finish all the practice drills, your profile gets updated. It's instant gratification for your hard work. So your profile page basically becomes this cool visual trophy case of all the skills you've mastered. You collect these badges, you see your progress bar fill up, and hey, you can even watch yourself climb the leaderboards for a little bit of friendly competition. And that's just a huge motivator. It's about more than just watching a rating number slowly creep up. This gives you a tangible, visible record of all the new skills and knowledge you're acquiring. Your effort is always front and center. So when you put it all together, Rating Target really does offer a clear, personalized, and super comprehensive way to improve at chess. It just takes all the guesswork out of it. You could even build a weekly routine around it, learn a new concept, ace the quiz, then drill that skill against the engine. That is focused training. That's how you get better. The system lays out the entire path for you. So the only question left is the one every chess player has to answer. What's your next move?